Do you want a bigger, stronger chest? Stop doing these same old exercises and start incorporating some of these movements into your routine. I'm going to show you my top 3 exercises for a big, natural chest as a drug-free guy. Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Cyrus. I'm a natural lifter. Been lifting for 15 years, researching for a decade. Now I take all that experience and everything I've learned and I teach skinny, natty guys under 30 how to build drug-free muscle, just like yourself, just like myself, and just like a bunch of clients that I've taught over the years. So when it comes to chest, I've tried all of the different exercises. I've tried all of the different variations. I've done crazy stuff. I've done the super basic core fundamental stuff. I've done stuff with bands, stuff with chains. I've done different I've done tempo work, pause work, touch and go, dumbbells, barbells, bands, machines, cables, push-ups, everything in between. I've done reps of 100. I've done reps of 10. I've gone for, single, heavy as I can, single rep maxes. I've done all the different types of training. And my favorite exercises always switch throughout the years depending on what my focus is and what I've been training on. But lately, these are the 3 exercises I've been doing in order to build up my chest again. Number 1 is the weighted dip. The weighted dip is super awesome. It's easy to load and it's super easy to get a bunch of activation in your chest. If you've never done weighted dips, I would first start off with body weight dips, see how you are with that, see what your strength is like with just your body weight. And if you can easily knock out like 15, 20 reps on body weight, then it could be a good sign that it could be time for you to add some weight. If you've never done a weighted dip, you just grab one of those like dip belts and you wrap it around your waist and you like throw a plate on there, that type of thing. Start out slow, start with 10 pounds, gradually work your way up the plates. So 10 pounds to a quarter to a 35-pound plate, and then eventually a 45-pound plate. At my peak when I was doing a lot of weighted dips, I was repping out 3 plates of on the chain along with my body weight, and at the time I was like 180. That was fun. That was heavy, but I had to work up to it. But it's a super awesome exercise for building up your chest, and it'll blow up your triceps as well too. The next thing I want to talk about is the bench press. Super standard, super easy. Everyone knows it. However, myself, personally, I like to switch it up and I like to do Smith machine bench press, and I've been doing a lot of this lately. The reason is that I don't really have to worry about stability, and when you're doing Smith machine, you can straight up just focus on nothing but pure strength because your form is kind of locked in. Like your technique is kind of locked in as long as you're not, flailing your elbows around and stuff like that during the exercise. As long as you keep your form tight and do your regular form that you do on the bench press, but on the Smith machine, your form and technique should be perfect. And you don't got to really worry about bar path and where the bar is going to go. So this is an exercise I've been doing, and it allows you to go significantly stronger than what you can typically put on the regular free weight bench. And it's awesome for that exact reason because you can load it up as heavy as you can, and it's a really good way to test your strength and like push your chest to the max by seeing how much weight you can do. And for this, when it comes to like sets and reps, I'll keep the sets anywhere between like 1 set to like 4, depending on what my volume is supposed to look like for that day. But for reps, I like to keep it anywhere between like 8 to 12, around that rep range. That's pretty good. I still get a good activation in my chest while still, being able to lift pretty heavy and still have fun while I'm there at the gym. The next thing I want to talk about is the incline dumbbell bench press. And as you guys can see, the weighted dip will hit the lower part of your chest. The Smith machine is going to hit the, middle part of your chest, and the incline ideally will hit the upper part of your chest as well as some shoulders. So I'm kind of giving you different exercises to target all parts of your chest as well too. And these are the exact ones that I do. So I'm not just giving you like random exercises. Like this is literally the stuff that I've been training and literally the stuff that I've been working on the past year. Incline dumbbell bench press. This is awesome because for one, dumbbells are super easy to set up. You don't gotta, fiddle around with the bar, putting plates on it. Like you literally just grab a dumbbell and start your exercise. Bench, pretty easy. You just set up the bench to an incline. The higher you go in the incline, the more shoulders you're going to involve. The lower you go, the more chest you're going to involve. I recommend just going with like a 45-degree angle. It's typically like 2 or 3 notches below the max height, and you should be fine. Another cool tip that you might not be aware of is to take the seat part and make sure that ideally it's like dipped down, or this would be flat. You want to dip the seat down. That way you're not like, it'll kind of keep you locked in your seat. That way you're not like moving around during your set. This exercise is also super cool because with the dumbbells, it allows you to go significantly lower and feel a way nicer stretch sometimes than you might typically be able to feel with just a barbell. Some tips for form and technique is don't do your dumbbell pressing up here like you see where my elbows are. Take your dumbbells and lower your elbows down a little bit and you want to hit like the lower part of your chest, like kind of near the sternum. You don't want to be pressing super high. When you press super high, like it's okay for some people, but you're more likely going to put yourself at risk for getting hurt and tweaking your shoulder, tweaking your elbows. Like I said, keep your form a little bit tighter down. And for like the lower chest, kind of like right here, and you guys should be perfectly fine. So these are my top 3 exercises. These are all super great. You guys should give them a try. Real quick, I want to talk about the importance of form for all of these. Although these are all really good exercises in themselves, you want to make sure that your form or technique is absolutely as perfect as possible, as best as you can make it. Yes, when it gets heavy, your form's going to slack a little bit, but you don't want your form to be shit the entire workout, the entire set. So try to have better form whenever you're doing any of this stuff, and it's going to increase the effectiveness that you're getting out of the exercise. If you're doing the exercise and you're just ego lifting and throwing the weight around, you're not really being super effective with the movement, and you're just kind of wasting your time. So yes, lift heavy, but find a balance of like lifting heavy while also maintaining as best a form as you can. The other thing I want to mention is progressive overload. These are all really good exercises, and yes, you can grow with them, but the only way that's going to be possible as a natural lifter is by making sure you're incorporating progressive overload in your training. So basically, what does that mean? It basically means take any of these 3 exercises, and each time you do them, try to focus on getting stronger with them. So you can do that by increasing the weights, increasing the reps, increasing the sets. You could decrease the rest period between your sets. Or number 5 is one that a lot of guys, maybe yourself, haven't heard about, and it is improving your form and technique. So focus on any of those 5 core principles on progressive overload throughout your training with these exercises, and your chest will shoot up as well too. Basically, if you don't tell your body to get stronger by doing any of those 5 things, there's never going to be any reason for your body to grow. So if you're just focused on getting a pump, you're just getting reps in, you're never going to grow. You need to actually get stronger in order to send signals to your muscles that they actually need to grow. So that's about it. One more thing I wanted to add here is some accessories. Yes, these are my top 3 chest exercises, but you're going to get bored sometimes and you might want some extra volume. So here's some accessory lifts you can do for your chest. Me personally, these are the top 3 that I've been doing lately, and these are the top 3 that I like to teach a lot of my clients. Flies are really good. Cables are great for flies, but if you want to feel an even better stretch, you can try dumbbell flies. Don't go too heavy because you might hurt yourself. So start out light, get a feel for the exercise, and then gradually, of course, build up your dumbbell flies. You get stronger. Deficit push-ups are really, really great as well too. You'll feel a ton of stretch in your chest. Basically, whatever form of deficit push-up you do, like you can put your legs up on a bench, or you can put your legs flat as well too, but then you got to raise like your starting position by like doing push-ups on plates or something like that. Or they've got the deficit push-up bars at some gyms. Those are really good too. Do those and pretty much imagine like you're trying to kiss the floor. Like you should get as low as you possibly can and you'll feel a crazy stretch. Another really tough one, which might even be considered like your main compound chest exercise, could be ring push-ups. Ring push-ups are really tough as well too. There's a lot of stability involved, but it's really fun to progress on ring push-ups. You can like gradually add weight, like with a backpack. If you got a buddy, you can throw some plates on your back or something like that. But that's a really good exercise as well too. So that's it. You talked about the weighted dip, Smith machine bench press, incline dumbbell bench. We talked about the benefits of all of them. Remember, keep your form and technique spot on. Focus on progressive overload. Focus on getting stronger. And then, like I said, use some of these accessory lifts if you guys need some extra volume. So that's it. Okay, bye. See you later.